Hey everyone, welcome to my video. Today in this video we are going to model this pillar. It's a really nice example for some surfaces. That's why I picked for you. Let's attack them. We are just opening a new part and plane sketch on top plane. It is good to finish firstly the hand holding area. And I'm placing here a line, also a line here. The dimensions of this 94, here 7.5. If you want to give a dimension which is like a diameter, then you should add here a construction geometry, and then holding construction and touching the point that you want to give dimension, and then going the other side of the construction line, then you have diameter. Good to know. And here I have a little line again, and then I pick an arc. I placed here one arc, I place also here one arc, and then the rest we will arrange it. First we press Ctrl and we pick two objects and say tangent. Again my Ctrl is pressed and I gave tangency relationship. With smart dimensions I gave here 3 degree and the radius is 140. Sketch little bit moving, we are just going to bring it back, and here I will give a dimension which is 81, and here a dimension which is radius 300, and after this point I will place one spline, this point to this point, and then later we touch on it and a little bit play. Firstly, this will be here tangent, angle for spline starting point is 5, the tangency value is 30 here, here tangency value is 15, and this will be here 90. If you don't want to give a dimension, then you basically add here one construction line and you say spline, you become here tangent, then you have 90 degree. Depending on modeling and my mind state, sometimes I'm using both, but they are same. And we make a revolve. It is looking nice. Let's put here one radius. 1. That's good. On the top plane, we now going to start other side. Here we are going to put a construction geometry and also vertically construction geometry again. Here we press Ctrl while we are picking up the object and say midpoint. This will be 47. This dimension 52. And then I can place here one spline. We will arrange the other stuff. Firstly, we are a little bit playing with the object. On the 47, the degree here will be, I believe, 2. Let's give that first. Here at 2 degree. Here at 2 degree. And then the tangency values inside 150. This is also 150. After this operation done, I'm just adding here one line again, construction geometry. One line equal, and they are just 1 millimeter. 1. Yes. And another spline from this 2, 1. Just play with them. Yes. Firstly, tangency value is good now. 165, tangency value 165 here. And then the degree will be 1.5. This degree will be outwards 1.5. 1.5. Yes, it is something like this. This sketch is a little bit getting crowded. Let's close it. We have two spline. You see the values in inner 150 by 150 on 47, and degree 2 internally, like if you look from here, will be 88, and the other one outwards will be 92 from with respect to this line, and then the tangency value is 165. This is good, but something happens. What is the problem? Overdefined, diagnose, accept. Didn't accept this value, and then we can give again, and we expect that's going to be fine. Yes, it is fine now. I didn't understand why it happened. Again, no problem. Now one more sketch is good, and then again convert entities here. We are adding here one more both line, and they're both equal, and the value is 1. Yes, if you are done with that, and we just create with 2 3-point spline starting here and ending. Yes, this guy will be 20 degree here, and then tangency value is 45, and this edge will be 90 degree, and we can give 100 tangency value, and here also we are going to give the values. This is also 20 and 45 tangency value, and this point ends at 48. And when you look, everything is fully defined and black. I think this is also clear with 3-point, and at 47, 48, with 45 tangency value, and angle, starting angle of tangent is 20. Basically like this, and maybe we can make that a little bit clear for you. And 45, 90, yes, this is looking very clear, I hope. And now we can close our sketch, and this angle bothering me, this warning, I think related to this value that I should delete it. Yeah, yes, sometimes interesting. Yes, now I'm going to open a sketch on front plane, and here now I will create a line vertically, and with control we give a midpoint relationship, and we say height is 8. This is good. And also on this point, height is good. We say pierce. This height will be 12, and half is 6. We gave an angle there, and we make this one also a construction line. After this point, sketch will start to look a little bit like how it should be, and model, I mean. On top plane, I'm creating computing a geometry, and first we can hide. Now with this line and with this spline, we make a project curve. With two-dimensional objects, we create now a three-dimensional sketch, not sketch, curve. And then what I'm going to do, opening again a new sketch. I hope it is clear now. Now we need a plane. I picked white plane, and on this point I create a plane. This is good. And after this point, we start here a sketch, and we look there a normal too. From other side is better. Basically, with this 2 point, we create a spline from here to here. It is really hard to manage it now. Yes. Let's fix first with this point and this point, or we pick this one and this one. There is already two coincident. First coincident, and here we will say pairs. All this with control, while control is pressed. The thing is that I'm going to do to be able to give a tangency, I create a line and say in my program, you are tangent to here, and a vertical line here. You also tangent to here. And this point, 2.5 by, was 5 if I'm right, 5. Yes, I create a spline. I connect for my internal spline with this 3-dimensional spline, and now we are going to do first operation. Let's do then surfaces, swap command. This is our profile. Right click here, selection manager, and this is our internal line. And now we come to guide curves, and this is our guide curve. We protect this form, and we grow between these two curves with swap. That's what we need to do here. And in this stage, we can make a mirror, but I don't think so. It's a good idea now. Let's continue on this area to work. We had here a profile. As you see, we can convert this, and we can combine this 2 point with a construction geometry, and we make a mirror about on this one. And now we convert this to a construction geometry because we don't want any effect from them. We just basically copied it. In the beginning, you remember we had 1 and 1, 2 line. That's why I wanted to create here a middle line. It was the reason. After this point, things getting easier. We have this profile, and I'm closing it, but I don't understand why I have some. Okay, I will continue like this. Let's keep it like this. Normally I don't like it, but what can I do now? And we are going to split this part, and I will tell why I am splitting up. Why I'm splitting geometry. Okay, we have profile, we have a 3-dimensional curve, we have outer curve, and now we will create here one form. On the front plane, I create a sketch, between this point and this point, I create a spline. I will say here, will be a tangent here. Here we add a construction geometry. I can tell you the tangency values, 12, 13, and here also 13. It seems okay. This is all the time going to happen. Sorry. And yeah, we can make now a loft, but firstly we should divide this profile into two pieces. And on top plane I'm opening a sketch and I convert this to geometry. Yes, basically now I have what I have here, starting profile, ending profile, outer and top, and then we can start loft. We pick two profile, guide curves, and outer guide curve. This guide curve will be normal to profile, and this sketch and this sketch also will be normal to profile both. After this operation, we receive this form. We can make a mirror. And we can make in this direction some mirror. Almost everywhere is done. And we will just need this for body. And after this operation, I want to finish this area and then focusing the front. Let's finish this connection. I put in this center a circle. 65 is looking good. With this object now, I'm going to make a trim. Standard trim because we have only one object. And we remove the selection. Basically, we are saying this is the problem. And we cut it. And here I'm placing a sketch and I'm placing one 12mm diameter sketch. From this 12 to this area, we will pass with loft, selection manager, it's good, and sketch normal to profile. This is tangency to face, and it's so nice, soft connection. We connect our body to our holder. This is looking nice, and we can hide this side now. And if you want, you can make a planar surface already now. Yes, this is also looking nice. And what I am going to do now, finishing up these parts, and let's extend this surface a little bit. I just leave it like how it is, and I will try also here an extension, and I want to change one thing before. Sorry. I want to see what's happening here because I had a problem before. Yes, still here. Normal to profile. Or if it is not manageable how we want, and then I need to do one more thing. Sorry guys. Yes, so it's curve. I will place here one line. Yes. I will say this loft. Direction vector. But this should move backwards. Yes. When you select here a direction vector, you need to show some things. Yes, this is good. Sorry, a little bit we mixed up. And now I'm going to try to extend surfaces. Yeah, this is in fact what I'm saying, but yeah, now it didn't go good. I'm going to create here something different. On top plane, I will add here one arc, and I will make this arc to tangent to this line. And now from this arc, we will make a swept surface. This is my profile. This is my sketch. We basically added here this thing, and we can now make trim mutual, because we will deal with surface bodies. Remove selection. This area is gone, as you see. And now we can copy the whole trim surface standard. This one. We send it to half. And trim. And we will make, because I don't want to make all the things again. And knitting surface. Create solid merge entities. Yes, we have it. We follow a little bit a long way, and then we mix up their things, but yeah, it is somehow now good. We can put here some fillets. A smaller fillet will be good, I believe. Also here. Yes, and maybe even fillet here, for I didn't do that. Maybe adding this one also. Okay, it's okay. I think there is already a curvature. That's fine. This is a solid body. We can give a color. Let's give a black, and this one is a body, and then we will give a open color. It is looking nice, and then we will add the blade. We look from front plane, from here to here. I place a line. 0.5 maybe good. We cut in both sides. Yes. We look from side again. There's the construction geometry, and then we make midpoint. And here a line, and then we make this line horizontal. Radius 10. This is also 8. If I'm right, 8. We can make 9. Just from my mind doing, I don't have any dimension about it. Extrude. Mid plane, and just 1. And for 6 maybe. We made a merge result, I think. Should remove it. Yes. Radius on the edges. I believe radius should be bigger, or we should make a little bit smaller, like 45. Yeah, this is good. And in the front plane, we open a sketch again, and I added here a line, and here I need a slot, and 3, 35, and then I will cut this object, and after this I want to open here a sketch, convert object, and an extrude, like 3 mm, let's say, merge result, but merge result with this body. Features to mirror, this feature, geometry pattern, and selecting this one. Yes, only thing that we should cut our blade surfaces. Yes, let's finish like this. Yeah, this is not important, just a decoration. The most important part was this. I hope you have learned something new. It was a little bit difficult, and also I needed to repeat some things again because I wasn't prepared to this model, just out of our mind. But it turned out something nice. I hope you enjoyed and you have learned something new on this video. For other and more advanced videos, you can visit my channel. If you have any comments, please write it in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.